Nerdflix's original animated series, Hilda jumps off the pages of her Eisner Award-nominated graphic novel and into our living rooms, allowing the intrepid adventurer to join our blue-haired gal on all her magical journeys. With its overall artistic aesthetic and the promise of it being a heartwarming tale of the weird and wild, I was ready for this tune to replace the hole left in my heart by the absence of Gravity Falls. But did Hilda do the trick? Hey guys, I'm Chris Carr, and this is Nerdflix and Chill, taking a sip before you binge. I sat down and watched all 13 episodes of this new Netflix series to let you know if it's worth tuning into. Clocking in at under 6 hours, it's an easy binge, and one I think you're really gonna enjoy. Hilda, our title character, is fearless and can make friends with anyone. And I mean anyone. Magical creatures, fellow Sparrow Scouts, even trolls seem to warm up to her. She and her mother are forced to move from their cabin in the wilderness to the city of Trolberg, where Hilda continues to have a knack for running into and befriending strange and somewhat dangerous creatures that the rest of the townspeople are wary of. The real charm of the show all lies in our main character, Hilda. She's fearless, she's fun, she's accepting, and she reminds us that we don't need to change to fit in. We can find our place in the world while still being true to ourselves. You're an expert on weird like Hilda? Awesome! The show proves we need weirdos to help problem solve and offer out-of-the-box thinking. Plus, Hilda is so metal. The Hex girls have nothing on this chick. Her tenacity and enthusiasm definitely give me hardcore Mabel vibes. Just witchier, and with less sugar addiction issues. Much like Gravity Falls, there's a natural understanding and acceptance right from episode 1 that Trolberg and its surroundings are just plain weird, and filled with odd creatures of all varieties. Hilda embraces the weird and bizarre, even going so far as to have our lead dabble in witchcraft to help her friends. Where the show really differs is that it has less of the random humor we've become accustomed to in American cartoons. Hilda definitely has a much more English sense of humor, with jokes about bureaucracy, tongue-in-cheek observations, heavy sighing, and tea.
Well, I could use a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich. Anybody with me?
She says that after performing a ritual to give her back her soul. But hey, as someone who grew up on the BBC, the tone of the show definitely works for me. We also don't have as much of a mysterious through line at this time with Hilda as we did with Gravity Falls, like what we were able to experience with the Grunkle Stan and Bill Cipher storylines. Now that being said, we do have episodes that weave together cohesively, revisiting certain magical races and comedy bits, exploring emotional character arcs, and more. There's even one beast reference in almost every episode that goes up to the finale. For me, the show visually reminds me of Gravity Falls. The line work is gorgeous, the animation's so smooth, and if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I found myself getting really annoyed with Dragon Prince's choppy frame rate. I adore how this show looks. There was time, effort, and care put into drawing every single frame. And what's a show without a brilliant soundtrack? The score for Hilda is killer. The synth noises give it a Stranger Things vibe that hits just the right blend of creepy and whimsy. Plus, that opening theme by Grimes, like if you're a fan of Oblivion or Genesis, you're gonna really dig this. Cracked my neck when I did that. I'm so old. It's amazing! I want this to play every time I leave my house so I can go out in the world and be a kick-ass adventuring girl. Our cast is a force to be reckoned with as well. Hilda is voiced by none other than Lady Mormont from Game of Thrones, aka actress Bella Ramsey. You might also know her from another Netflix show, The Worst Witch. A favorite actor of mine who shows up is Daisy Haggard as Hilda'S mom. Daisy is in one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes, The Lodger, and was the voice of the Ministry Elevator in the penultimate Harry Potter films. Shout out to Oliver Nelson, who plays poor, clumsy David in the series as well. 1, because if that is his singing voice, he sounds like a freaking angel and has a great career ahead of him. 2, because I relate to David on a spiritual level. I'm just as, if not more clumsy than he is. We both probably have dyspraxia. That's clinical clumsiness, kids. And 3, David has some great one-liners, and you really root for him conquering his fears. He's an excellent foil to our brave Hilda. At first glance, people may write this show off as cutesy and kiddie, but there are some dark moments in this show.
Hey! What are you doing?
I'm lying on your grave so your bones can't get in.
I would truly recommend Hilda for all ages. It walks that tightrope of being targeted for kids and tweens tremendously well. It's so pure and fun, and it's a definite must for anyone who loves folklore and fairy tales. Now if Hilda were a drink, it'd be a proper cuppa, making you feel warm and cozy, and it's British as all get out. While Hilda doesn't hit 100% of the same notes as Gravity Falls, it definitely sates my appetite for a weird and wonderfully sweet cartoon about adventure, mystery, and friendship that dabbles in the macabre. But hey, that's just my opinion. Was Hilda a hit for you? Let me know your thoughts on the show in the comments below. If you want more videos, you can click to the left of my face or check us out on Roku. So until next time, all things in moderation, except your shows.